I was saying, I'm more crab about E-levy TV and David TV or Facebook and YouTube. Say, and then they kind out here in Jumadi. Na omeka abusuakuo ho a na wakreke subscribe button no sebe na wonso obetumi abeka abusuakuo yi ho YouTube no E-levy TV sa enso ena yewo E-levy TV ewo Facebook afi for Ghana issues no ana other issues apart from Libya issues no eno David TV GH ewo Facebook eho ena ubenya ye na enne Monfache ese nanse mote yenka ewo David TV so ache na yetoto eniama ba kumienu binti na afi na ahode so enni ho saa fise sunsumo pe nanso honam na emre a enya ade yebetimi ede dwumadi no aba ama ayeye na ene quick one wo hwese de caption no ene se de title no etie na ensembebre ena etwa egu ensembebre ena yekoso oman Ghana mu. The question is, why do we have a hang parliament on our budget, or precisely no say obia kasa na wayi budget no as a whole ni nyina atonchen na mom de nipa no ka ho asem no the E-levy.
Hello.
Yeah, Ben Gutana, what is saying? For me, you, a woman I'm going to Scanaba, Mamma 3,000 into empty and a man, may the first amount. Why?
So what did you make up yourself on the better? E-levy before some phone. Nefia about on transport on ASN.
Transport, I want to the 50 pesos.
Hey, and a man say why? Me pack about this year. And I'm on the post office biao.
Post office. What do you think?
Oh, Sanka bet me scratch envelope. No opposite the opposite letter. Okay, come on.
Oh, my Mr. Nefa, no man, no supply.
For my idea, Ube, send me board your cool and you. My black women, you mean Mexicano. Not a cabranity, baby, send me Mexican and Menano. Nisha womb, 8 million go to my account, no Mexican body free. While Black Wanashi, how come? About more.
Me the money number kwa Ghana, Mama Kuhuna Nado, Mamo, wati. We have it. E-levy or Honemo, Mubutia. Wati. Mukro
E-levy TV.
Dubia kan wasam E-levy. But one be adwen say in the budget no enye only E-levy no nko a na ewom na what about the other issues? Meaning say other Ghanaians no anase Ghanaians no there will be attention so no the E-levy, which has become one of the controversial session in the budget for 2022. Now very soon March, January, February, March SSNK budget no pass it before entering the year 2022, but yet no busumi miensamuni na so budget no we are not able to pass the budget enunti aye ensembebre yeda adwene ho a yehunu de ekoso ene de AC ewo oman Ghana no mu enunti ene de me no beka ho asemi eye se de yehwe na nsem de AC de ekoso nyina is all about Adwoa Sarfo and the E-levy, Adwoa Sarfo, and a whole lot of issues and popping up since our issue we ever told na DT and Amasa and some way as in any probably na and akasa na any woman video when no be for nipa be mienu and sabi na yafe ura Fred Blay akasa afa Adwoa Sarfo ne absenteeism ma ayaka ho asem anase amanfo eka ho asem a aye ensende dwa bebre ewo oman no mu eno akiri no nso no aye adaka brefrem po manso enso ede nchirichiri mu bi aba ye behwe ni nyina sebre ede ma ye behwe ni nyina ewo dwumadi no emu. The decision as say Ghana woman no, it depends. It is in somebody's hand, only one person. Why? Because I to about you won say won kwatena ye mrahye badwafie na omonhye mara omungina ya nanu na omonhwe niema a behia ye manmai na omo enka ho asem na omonhwe ene ye mrasem so emfa maye oman mu no sesei no decision no abegina nipa baako entem. Why so? Dientra etesa anase etesa adenti ena ye kanasa dientra ye kanasa nasam se ohwe sese ya mrahye badwafie na se de ye nyina yenim no brebia no eye afamienu, the ruling party and then the NDC and PP. It is MPP na wa aban mu a minority no dodo no be the NDC. So no say NDC na wa aban mu a minority no dodo no be NPP. It is say no e be NDC MPP NDC NPP. Eno nti say wo hwe afiwei ana on our last election na ye conduct wo man no mu na saa battle na ye to ye no amwa oman no ina adentra make sa efi say ye toma the sitting government or the ruling government or the party na say nipa na omobaka kwotena mrahye badwafie no eye to say what we have right now na enonti and as I say Ghana decision no abegine nipa baako entem. That is why America no sa dentra America no sa no adentra, because when we go to the parliament that we have now the ruling party no ekuta 137 and minority no so ekuta 137. So we have only one independent candidate. Enti or no betumi take a decision at the end of the day no in the parliament decision or in the business of the day no that person when it comes to vote any panel any betumi take a decision ama oman no ana ama sa ade na ye ka eho asem no eno nti esan say the independent candidate no ede ne ho kobata NPP and I say the ruling government sisi ama omo beye majority no ama sese no say decision bi aye take no say nipa baako asante no ho a entumi nyeye the majority no ntumi enyina say majority. So the majority esesenka etumi gina as a majority no now no say if we are looking at said yabato no call ya there is no majority, there is no minority, because 137 and until nipa baako pe a odamu no ono no betumi make a decision at the end of the day no sa independent candidate no ye to aba no say otoma NDC fo said the medical kan na che say NDC fo no abewini enti say your decision bi na ba no dey ba ontumi mfa ma, because those against no edoso sene omo support no sanso na se nipa baako no ono nso kotoma the NPP omonso they also come over the minority eno na akofa problem we e aba oman Ghana mu, because ye nyina attention ana the issue of Adwoa Sarfo no ni nyina eye sa ade we abesene, because in the previous governance no amaya anasa amampania hodo a mo aba akobia no enti say because NPP first ruling no or first 4 years no it wasn't like this. Se nipa no the majority no ewo nipa dodo ebro minority no so a se nipa ba kokora absent no ho a it doesn't change anything. And until say ya no you betumi aka say the whole Ghana na eda ho no decision aban no betumi aye na dwuma ama na akoso ama biribi atumi atoto yie e de ama aban na eye nipa baako e na betumi say aban no entumi nye na dwuma a ese oya say no the system or the parliament that we have now no nipa baako e na betumi ameki sa changes no enunti ena sese ama yehunu dia yehunu yedi ya libre ekosoe obi so anase ene nsem bebre ekoso. In fact nsem bebre na ena nsem bebre na ena ekoso asese ya no nipa ye bonidi Adwoa Sarfo ena obia bonidi adenti ena yebo Adwoa Sarfo di, because sese ya no the majority no ehye nipa baako. Se nipa baako de beka omo de ho a eno mo betumi awini. Se nipa baako kura absent no nipa baako kura free sa majority no mu a ana sa group no mu a enya ade a omo nso ebetumi ateki aban no de ono peso ye no ontumi nya, because or the minority no decision enti ade dia ode beba minority no emfoa so no enya ade a ebeye adwuma, and in other way no it becomes a punishment to the government. Aban na yayi no se ometena konbia so no or the minority no decision na be ya adwuma. It's like say ya sheda say ya punish obi. This is what we have in Ghana right now. It's like ya chusu Akufo-Addo say omebu man no but nipa na yede o mama so no humebu aman no in other way no it's like punishment and yede ma aban no. Why? Because it is just one person decision and na ohia e won parliament na e wo ho no. That is why we have a hung parliament. As at now we are moving to March. As at 2022 no, we are not able to pass the budget because of one controversial statement in the budget. And also here say you vote to. And therefore no, shall we blame the government, or we should blame our parliamentarians, or we should blame the ordinary Ghanaians who went to the polling station and voted for our MPs and the parliamentarians? This is the question that I'm asking. And sembebre ena ekoso yem papa Canada Japan aka ensembebre afa yem mame Adwoa Sarfo ho se ono ka ho bi pa ni nipa bebre na ena akasa afa eye Adwoa Sarfo free awafri oman mu eni dwumadi a odi ewo babi a owo ne niema ekoso. Ohwe the screen so opening Fred Blay ono na the chairman of the ruling NPP party wakasa uko Ghana weba o de nsem bebre ato ho nipa bebre no na akasa na mame no nkenkan ne nsem no kakra ene nsem bia omoka according to free eye mame Adwoa Sarfo afri oman mu na afi ama parliament no omo decision bi etitiro ewo budget no ahange me de make cancer budget by the do no can say E-levy, but E-levy no ewom na mum we know say eno na be controversial, therefore ebehia say beto eso abana oman no so atumi akọ animu na yatumi apase budget no eni na the opani eka ana nsem bia waka ene yia no binom ne nkyerkyere mu bia manfo ede aba no eno na mepese me no kenkan kakra na fe yehwe ensem a esi na dia ekoso eye maami fortu esese ye blemu no say no ena amasa problem ya ba ana se esese ye blemu ye ankasa ye ho kwaya ye fa so to aba ana se esese ye blemu nipa foforo binom enti ensema opani ekan ye ebini mame no poto kakra na yan afi ye nana emra ye yankasa ye kasa mu according to the statements Ghana weba Owura Fred Blay ono nso akasa ede afa ho no ono nso akire na adwene after say ye papa Canada Japan Bible ntre na o kire nsema hodo bebremu wakasa o say se kura no o ma hwe yi obete aburo party ni nyina ne say de ekoso no tumi say ebi mu buafu pa o mo ni say dwumadi esi ne de ekoso no so question ne say Adwoa Sarfo ono nkwa na sese yeblemu no ana bibi foforo bi wo ha yebetumi ayafa ho ana hefo na sese yeblemu omo eno asembusa bibusa wonso betumi de wadwenkyere aba comment section ho na afewe hu se de wonso wadwenkyere ete de Owura Fred Blay kanim I say the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Mr. Fred Blay, has said the nature of the 8th Parliament makes it mandatory for every member of Parliament on the ticket of the NPP to be in the House when critical decisions are going to be taken through votes. And until the all Kenyan say the parliament na say abaya critical, say the medical actually mono. If you say 137 no, nipa ba akope ene betumi make changes. The government parliament business of the day in terms of voting. Enti say kobana saade na kire say nipa ba ko absent no ho pe decision no entumi enko ematitiro the ruling party NPP. Enti papa no akire mu in fact babi abeduru ne de ano ayeden yentoa na asam no so. He said the current composition in Parliament 137 for both the NPP and the National Democratic Congress NDC and one independent lawmaker who is doing business with the NPP has brought about sharp division among the legislators. Hence, all lawmakers must be available in order to get government policies through. And until the work in an say, 137 said the medical actually mono. I say, you know, a beha dream papa ama say ye Jim Rabia Tumana say when it come to voting, decision be our parliament now. Abe very keen, abe very controversial. Say NPP nipa bako absent no hokora na anya de betumi yato abanoma I go in favor of the ruling party. And when she said, the first time the parliament na etna say E-levy way so no we say NPP for no APA free year. Ama actually no allegations bebre by say yema me Adwoa Sarfo na owo binum so na oni ho. There were so many pictures and other comparisons and na manfo bebre no enam so ma NPP for APA can say the general secretary for the NDC Asiedu Enketia ekotona public gallery nti omo yusu no as a advantage and also omo yusu as a granted omo di PA free parliament wa abra want to abana because some of the members of the ruling party no na they were not present enti se omo to abana kwa na nka omo be lusu enti na yo say omo pe ekwan bi so na omo epe be fa enti papa e kire mo a saa nsem ne saa niema we na MPP for eye mrahye for na no ade a emwa aban no ama decision bi ne niema bi ho a omo pese omo take a ebetumi aboa ewo ho enti opane nso akasa na opane answer questions bi bebre na oto so won kasa yie mo no ka bi say answering questions about the whereabouts of Domikwa Benya, member of parliament, Adwoa Sarfo. He said, Adwoa Sarfo has asked permission to be away for some times. And see, according to Urafred Blaine, or say Adwoa Sarfo seeking permission. And until the people say, we seeking permission, yeah. Now, yen to me, emblem ni panosa, chile say, or no, ena. Wama the SNS because say abato na yeto ya no so no say the ruling party no na ni nipa do so a say amaiman no Thomas party no dia ene de na ko mo benya upper hand and say nipa ba akokora amma in terms of voting or in terms of decision making in a parliament business of a day and no does not change anything but because of say adena baye ani bako one person and I say nipa bako ene betumi make the difference nti no say nipa bako absent no from the NPP for side omuntumi take decision bi ama enye because ebeba be 137 enunti diama E-levy no say dey kan no me dey kan say budget but do say E-levy no diama E-levy no yantumi ngin tumu a be payment na no sa hang budget no aka ho no a asechire ni nyina no de nyia ne say enkana the ruling party no benya more member of parliament ama o representing the party no esa so mo anyanti no ama sese no ye de wakosi akonwa so na so dwuma de no ebe ye den pa e de ama ho de ekoso no ebi eno no ati o say when I ask again why members of the NPP are worried about where I say when I ask again why members of the NPP are worried about her absence if indeed she asked permission to be away, he answered, why shouldn't people be worried? And you be Fred Blaze say na say osre kwan dia say the American adenti na yebe putu pressure on her, yebe putu blame on her say ono na wama bribi abasa because wasre kwan dia obi aya aware say wasre kwan say okoba bi anase okoya there so the parliament can continue their settings and their businesses. Enti Ura Fred Blaze say adenti na any say yama ye nebre no because decision no ekura nipa baako decision no ekura nipa baako eno nti say ono nni ho a sese no yentumi mfa obia because ono eni ho no the independent party no e de ne de aka NPP for de ho yemfa no saa enti sese no still no mokuta 137 ena NDC enso kuta 137 eno nti so omo pass a omo to so aba enye yie apai so that means say abai no ntumi mfa de ono person de be ye adwuma no ntumi mfa nya adwuma therefore necessary ye de to ho copem say all the members no of the ruling party no NPP no ebe ye present enti say afi na say Adwoa Sarfo maya tumuda yam pass yam pass budget bia e wo man no mu according to statement we no sa na nkyerase ete anase looking at the composition of the parliament na e wo sisi ya no se NPP for anya full members no more and deliberate and as vote to accept the budget baby intimacy omo nto ababia because obi anya na dwen so obesesa na awen enti 137 na ena because enunti ena mpanimfo no dodo na ani abere say Sadio Sarfo ma ya pa dia budget na ye de beto kokopem say thy kingdom come because omo to abana NDC 137 MPP 137 enunti nya dia decision no ebetumi afavor aban no enti na ne asese ye de to ho so that is why afa dudu na put blame ewo Adwoa Sarfo so by question me say the opening can no say osiki permission there why do we blame her I didn't try say you blame no because adena or you osiki permission and na permission so no it was granted. So you are granting no permission there. I didn't own to Minko. Now so to Minko so there, why do we blame her at the end of the day say or no or the problem number? Okay. Opening to us no okay be said. We are in a parliament where the numbers are almost at pair, except that we have one person majority over the NDC. And when you say the wakano say nye independent candidate no kura de ode kokon mo de ho a enka still no omo bu minor de nanso omo nipa no omo wa ban mu no enso so omo betumi take decision omo pe say other opponent no an support omo a nyaade anko omo betumi abu man no ama na yeyi da because nipa no ye opposition the wode ba no authority na ono so wonipa edo so sene wa meaning say abana eto for the second round no and for the second term no dodo na no etoma citizens no alusu hope e wo mudwuma de bi o mudi wom eno ntino skirt and blouse e course bebre so we looking at the composition in the parliament sisi na sa na ekoye no enti we na sese ye parliamentarians no omo ma ohunu amanma no omo hawo na omo amane de ntira ye to aba edema nipa bebre elusu hope ewo the previous members of parliament no mu enunti ena akoba ne se no senka dodo na anya gidie wo omumu a nka I hope say ade no ekwa anka ebekototen ba esan say dodo na no anya gidie wo emra hye badwafo no mu no ekire so the parliamentarians no e was say brebi omo tenase a omo emomo adwene ko nipa na omo to aba no ma omo no niema nipa na hwehwe firi omo ho niema esese omo ye na omo nso edidi djuma edema mepacho yenhwe video we kakra na yemra mepese yesu ade bi efiri mu.
Let me remind everyone here, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, we are leaders in this country. We have a responsibility. God will ask us one after the other, what did you do as a senator? What did you do as a senator? I'm not a pastor or a malam, but I'm just reminding us what we know, and maybe that will touch our conscience. But let me tell you, Mr. President, God will ask you. Wallahi. So, Mr. President, God will ask all of us, but you will be in the front. I will say, I've told the Senate President, maybe that will help me. But that's not a joke. Wallahi, we need to. Enough is enough of this. Enough is enough of us coming here to stand and talk. Even the one I'm saying now, when it will not matter. But it can. This is not the end. The Constitution is clear. It did not limit what we can do. The limit, we have not reached the limit. Let us consider it and see if we have to go further. And you must lead. Because that is what you swore to do. To protect the lives of Nigerians is number one. In fact, it's why we are here. The government basic responsibility is security and welfare of the citizen. Swore to do to protect the lives of Nigerians is number one. In fact, is why we are here. The government basic responsibility is security and welfare of the citizen. Mr. President, I'm waiting for you, and we are waiting for you to lead. And we need to close ourselves and talk to ourselves.
GH Libya TV. David TV GH.
I was here, energy asama Nigeria Parliament and so is and so no. Now the amamino if you say video and the amamino can say something and say or can sample me be a womb or say that is why the Nigerians voted for them to be in the parliament to make a decision for the entire country, especially the citizens. That is why they are here. That is why they have gathered there. And the responsibilities of the parliament and the government, if the people are not seeing it at the end of the day, a mani panel, bidibiti said the SCCA, ISCCA, Adwoa Sarfo, and I blame the whole Ghana and Hono. It's like CCA, the Adwoa Sarfo, and I won in some decision, and I bribia a minor person or say Adwoa Sarfo Maya. That means a bribia to me AC and Koso Ewo. So Yantua opening Fred Blay ne Nkasa Yenoso na Oka and Semebri I say people need to vote for E-levy. Parliament is sharply divided over many issues and the vote is critical. We need every single vote to add to our numbers and therefore party leadership, government and even the president, we are worried about it. Enti di ama omono sisi omodo omatansi nyina na omoni bre nyina gu Adwoa Sarfo so no say the medical can one person any betumi make a difference the current parliament na yewo sisi no nipa baako vote, just a vote and make a difference. And at the end of the day say omo take decision bi voting there say omo nyina nya omo numbers na automatically no omo ntumi nya mane yeyi nipa baako, just one person say sada no owu kura je say yeso ano e de no koto parliament o manage. So question maybe sana say, so in this case shall we blame Adwoa Sarfo or the parliament or the ordinary citizens or ordinary Ghanaian who voted for this parliamentarian? Because previously na entesa nipa bakokora makora na yetume to abare, because the number of parliamentarians both the majority and the majority na enkoye one person difference. Enti se nipa bakokora ntumi amma yetume edi dwumadi no ma no eyeye, because ekoba ne say it's like aban no ye use kubu man no there, but ye the how and ye dey ato so yeah, the problem na ama, because say all the minority eba be woman there, that means and they all resign kura nkan fa so also, because bibia ni ho a de beba the opposition no ebe so mu nim de se bia si pen there ono wo ho say de wo ye bia no ono obe criticize o ana say e bia wo nsusu ye bia wo pese wo de ye adwuma no o ma okwan ma wo nye, and say me amete wo be yi me say president. Now at the end of the day, nipa me ne omo adwene eye baako na bia niema bia ye pese ye de ye adwuma no ye betumi dia ye no na se mo amfa sa nipa na nka me ho a, it's like say mo pie matiko say mi ko hunu amane, because bibia ni ho a wo be ya wo betumi afa ne easy enu bi e na sese e koso e wo oman Ghana mo no o ura Fred Blay enkasa ye mo no oto aso bi me e kire say we want our members to be in a situation where we can take advantage of our majority. And sa interview we so nyina so no osane kan nsem we nyina so ewo TV3 ewo okuada etwa mu yi. And nsem bebre na na ba so kasa ewo ada areas bebre yen hwe nsem bi so a omoto aso no osana ekan o say some members of the NPP believed Adwoa Sarfo is sabotaging the government. You see, and until I maybe say in this case no Adwoa Sarfo a problem ana eye enti se biribi na asi a one ho kwan say okoye de sese oye na na and per this statement no se moji tumu se osre kwan de ena permission no was granted there. Why do we put blame on her say onumum ana she is trying to sabotage the president? For instance, the MP for the Gaben South, Michael Ochilbefi, said he is making the work of the government in parliament difficult. And he almost said, "Can I say nipa baako decision?" And as say no parliament no, and also mine no, ebe to be there. At the end of the day, said they no kasa say Adwoa Sarfo ama copy 1 year time. That means say aban no te akunwa so kwa. Ontumi ni decision bi opese odeba na ne nkrofo e support no omunya. And this say no, it's like Adwoa Sarfo has become the decision or Ghana for nyina no a life abedi ne nsam pe de omo kan wo ha sese ya no. So question me bisa wo ha ne say ye betumi blame Adwoa Sarfo for that na say ono na sese ye putu blame e wo no so say sese no man ni nyina say aban no betumi akodanimu a ejina Adwoa Sarfo so say ontumi nkonanimu a ejina Adwoa Sarfo so. Mami hu adwenkyere e wo comment section ho na ehwese de won so otesa asemi ase efa ose all the problems government is facing are attributed to Adwoa Sarfo. Clearly her intention and posture shows that she wants to sabotage NPP, he said on Kumasi based Hello FM. And Mr. Ochere enso kan asem we Hello FM sa statement ni nyina nso ewo aha eno achi no Canada ponso ensama o kan statement no ebi ewo aha na de also actually say the MP for Asen Central Canada Japan has also revealed that the chief of staff Akosua Freeman Osei Opare gave him 120,000 Ghana cedis to be deposited into the bank account of Adwoa Sarfo for her to attend to parliament duties to work for the government. Oh, and the muede. Say no kresa dia na se ono nko nipa ba ko no amma na se parliament decision to me ye dia eno dia na muede so je kakra. As a soldier, so the allegations and in some people said they make Adwoa Sarfo issue. No, it has become topical over this week. No one echo so my Ghana. Now, my question, this is the question. Maybe person say, can we blame her per statement? Abasa or sre kwine and our kwine so ya mano. And therefore, no ye ni madwuma and the purpose until on my. So therefore, no, you better to put blame on her. Say or no, why yes, and so she. That's all. Kotina ho kopim say. Aban no be pay bibia mano, and as always sabotage the government. No, and son will make decision be ana. No, sense of it. Other form, who eventually comment session ho. Now, after you enjoyed my doing so. I say, per statement, Honorable Canada Japan, the chief of staff called me and I went. I swear my mother's grave. Chief of staff gave me 120,000 Ghana cedis and deposited into Adwoa Sarfo's Fidelity Bank account. I took the money there into the Fidelity account, asked her personal assistant if what I am saying is not the truth. A Pharaoh's Kennedy Japan said, and she said, "Okay, Canada Japan say, Omomisa Adwoa Sarfo say, one kojisika, ewo Fima Opareho, and farm a Fidelity bank account to one." Meaning say, say utie ensama ye papa kan de kan de na kire say say ye pe bibi kakra ma adwasafo ansa na watumi aba meaning say hona ote no ote ho say obenya biribi ansa na waba be make decision na de be person che say na kwan no so a osere ye no nso eno so mo ka ho asem say so osere kwan so okodi dwuma de eno de that doesn't mean say oposo sabotage aban no anase ohia biribi ansa na ye de amano in fact say de nyina there are so many allegations and ansem we see ye no ensem bebre na na apie monte so ensem nchirichiri mo bebre na so na every camp no anase MPP for camp na oman no ne different areas eba okay per the statement no or say Mr. Ejapon had raised issues against the conduct of Adwoa Sarfo. He said that the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection has failed in life for requesting that she should be made a deputy majority leader in parliament. And today, Papa Kennedy Okanono say we fail, say deputy majority leader no na oye no eno na yeji free ni se so no na osana pa dia ende wa fail kura anya dia ne sabe kan ne aka ochana ene de o ma ho nyae ene se mebre orofo asemo enti otoaso wore kaze yemo no say he wondered why a cabinet minister will now want to occupy a position that is below the rank of a minister. Enti onokra no say ye ne monwa say obi anka wo ye kind of saying, oh, you're cabinet minister. Now we bepe deputy majority speaker. Enti enono de enshoda hard. Also, speaking on her rampant absence from parliament, Mr. Ejapon, who has 2 children with her, said, she says she wants to be deputy majority. That woman has failed in life. So quoted from what Mr. Ejapon said, you know, and I'll quote to say, na some more cancer opposite majority deputy speaker, no. Anyadia or ebebamunne and also China into a non-quadia warekora. I say a whole cabinet minister now demanding that she should be made a deputy leader, majority leader before she becomes or she should go to hell. Or say majority deputy no open and Onensan kainti na omadia and he should go to hell. And yada ne sabe kan ne account na eno ye papa Kennedy Japan no. Otwaso no say you don't come to parliament and you are on TikTok dancing. Dominic Wabenya is not for Apostle Kojosafo. It is straight. I'll say get it straight. I am very ferocious because people are insulting me because I went there to campaign for her. Michael Kwe, the speaker, the man that I respect very well. I campaigned against his son because Adwoa Sarfo used my kids, calling me and begging me to help her. And it is sad that my Papa Kennedy Japan, Nikoko Apai, and I say, ono ne mana, one Adwoa Sarfo no. Osita ma abato no duru so no se nka onima nka Adwasafo we nka wanyam a omo ankasa na dompe na danfo pa ma kokoi na nka ne ba so e contest onim se nka wankobo Adwasafo a nka Adwasafo ewe ni nyina ye se ne mana e wo no ho no ne mana efre daddy come and help mama this and that entino ogina so e campaign tia ono ankasa na danfo eba sebe ya ono ne bawo mu de nanka ni baby mama oboa no nanka okọ animu a ebetumi aboa ono so ne mma no nanso at the end of the day no aye se adwuma no ye no ohunu so ya ye adwuma ye hunu enti we na ohwe a agya ye papa yi kasa bebere ba wakasa kan se bebere o se obeti aburo party aburo nko na obedi sa team no ono no boboro a omo possession omo mpego ntwa nko a na se eyi ntwa nko a na obi twa sa party na ode ebeba no eno nti ohwe papa yi nkasa ye mu a na se niema ha no na ohwe se de niema ekosisi ana na chese sa enete also. And now everybody is insulting me for doing that, but I have not regretted. I have not regretted it. She is very responsible when it comes to the kids. He said on GTV on Monday 21st. Enti okan sanse wenya GTV na dey trust na bamu emu ye ne say Adwoa take great care of ne mano ene say de ohwe ne menti no yesi ani bo a ehitire mu. Enti nka oboa Adwoa na nke tumi ekoso sa na chese ono so ne mano bibia omoye no so no da che betumi aboa on eno nti ene ema otu sa anamon. Oto no say, ask how many days she has been absent from parliament. He answered, more than 15 days, and the law says 15 days. And he also already did say you declare the seat in vacancy. No cry say, wo marakuni no mono say obito parliament no omo atena yemu makoma kudunuma 15 times as say you declare nipa no seat no vacant na fe ye pay nipa fofora na say ye koye by election eto nipa koro no so anti say Adwoa atuma makoma 15 dia na kire say emra no edino ana say what dey emra no edino. Ask again whether Ghanaians should expect her seat to be declared vacant. He said, why not? He should go and contest on TikTok. There's a dear young papa canon to say Adwoa ni seat no. I didn't tell you say declare vacant free say or TikTok and o Charles and I say the videos in one who be no the young papa Kennedy canon now eno ansi ho a esan say asam na no aye den na nipa dodo na omo kam na de me no hwei NPP kuo no mu because this year no omo emparifo anasa omo party na ewa aban mu nsambem na omo ka from young papa Kennedy Japan de na me no aka be young papa Fred Blay ono na ye chairman of the ruling party NPP no ono so akasa. And he say, opening Frempon Manson Adakabre, also Eddie Chechimobi Abba. Now, young compares Chechimoy and Anafi, and say, dear Amanofui Aircane, any the Nipabri Aircane at the same Osre Quine, say Osre Quine, dear, why do we blame her? Say Osre Quine, a yadi man, or dear, ye name say. BBC ewo parliament wana obi sore na okoba bia na okoya de bi na ehu hia na osere kwan na ye de mano de a later on ye ntumi beblemu ne say wasere kwan ma ye de amano na ye sana beblemu no by say one sere kwan that is where to me no and the next say you say what does the constitution says when someone absent him or herself from the parliament for the number of 15 days as allegations no cano say watumi absent no for that 15 days no dia na say the your papa Kennedy Japan can say marano say will be absent no for a number of days na as I say you declare the seat no vacant na you call by election no say sa na etie dia na wansere kwan for 15 days no dia then na che say the papa Kennedy Japan can no you betumi e de aye adwuma ama ayeyi nso a odofo ma me hu adwenkyere e wo the comment section ho na afi ye hwese de adwuma di no etie e wo e ho nso na ne nyina mu no presenter Adakabre Frempon Manson enso akasa ede nkyerkyeremu bi aba na wone nkyerkyeremu emu no ensama wastate no yakotu ewo ha no ebi ekyerema ose she has not reported to parliament this year and that means Adwoa issue no it is not only 2022 it shall say 2021 no and he say etiefo beka ya almost say the last time omoko to abane say oh picture bi aba we Adwoa bi mo say nye ono because Adwoa ewo outside na asa nipa na omode no ko gina ho eto abane enu nti na mecho say ya no the decision of the parliament no abeye nipa baako na kire say Adwoa free oman we mu no ache enye only this 2022 and the young church mu a opani ede ebae I say Adaka Frimpong Manso has been given some explanations. So according to the statement, he said there have been calls for the governing NPP to make the Domain Kwabrenya seat vacant so that a by-election can be held to elect a new member of parliament. This, according to some NPP supporters, will allow for parliamentary business to continue since absentee MP for the area, Sarah Adwoa, is impeding progress. Until the dodo na ekano Adwoa na ma oman no kan kwese ko nyina no watwe asensen sese adwo sese Adwoa and odi ni je sese Adwoa parliament na ho ni nyina no ono na abaye boss because se wa ma obi antumi nye biribia ewo ho enti sese no de abaye adwo odofo mami wo so adwe nkire ewo comment section yes parliament ni dwuma di atwe asensen nyina no Oba Mame Adwoa Sarah Adwoa ono ena watwe dwuma di ni nyina sensen se masa me ni ho a me hey your man Ghana say se me ni ho a you can never and ever do anything until the open obeye mo pa mo so Ghana eska nyina nkoma no o se your ma obeye de mo pa mo declare vacant utira nye so na akoto aba no se wo party no anya wo ho so de na che se wa na wakotwe se kan na watai a na ye twa wo mene enti enye easy situation no ano aye din ama party no pa sisi ntokwa ne niema ekoso party headquarters ahodo any party na nkasa kora no abato ne positions bi o mo pa ya papa Canada Japan so mudi ho agoro aburo party ne beba so obes kata chese buga nko ano beba bedi o me information on people on pehwe if you miss the ball don't miss the man no jumadi na oba bedi we say Adwoa has been absent from parliament for a while following an extension of her leave, which was granted by the president in 2021. And by which, I'll say, but why has Adwoa Sarah Adwoa stayed on leave for so long? And this is a way asembusano. Mami hu adwenkyere comment section wo susu say ye den e na ama Adwoa because nipa binum no mu betumi a kire ade poten a asintra Adwoa entumi e ma parliament no eno nti according to statement Adaka Frimpong Manso Ghana weba or state no state no actually mu Adaka Frimpong Manso a broadcaster with a despite media NIT FM has been outlining some reasons that have kept the minister out of the office, and with that, her absence is being felt in parliament. And asama ese Adaka Frimpong Manso and so etna NIT FM and I say NIT FM so chiri mono no na nsama according to Ghana web no mo echiri mu say Adaka Frimpong Manso chiri mu no ye hwe ni chiri mu no say ene statement ahodo a yakenkan na say nsama yekoso monte no so ni nyina eye adekoro ana o say according to Frimpong Manso Adwoa Sarfo before her leave some 8 months ago that means achapa 8 months ago was pregnant, but she was he had a miscarriage which led to her extended leave in 2021. And okay, afena ya tenema bi ase esese nyema bi wo ha clear che say na wa fa afuru and during that no so nya miscarriage and nurse say okohwe na pomiden na omohwe ema na pomiden ekoyie edema no and according to statement on the actual 91st leave of flow my mono yare na de koye enti mpo se wansere kwan ya yenim se yare na de koye e bia na e ba critical and enti na esese okohwe ne ho yare and enti na bere to da ye ka se moma enye Ghana de no yiwu ye ye no yi a bere bia obi yare na yare no mu ye kakra bi pe gise ye nipa no ye de no e firi o man mu akamia say citizens no my mana sabi omo ni bibia omo de bekwa bruchiri doctor no tambi omo no mu use Ghana de no eba school sema omo no mu use Ghana de no eba hospital sema omo no mu use Ghana de no yes ye de why do we always travel making money and all this thing because enanka ote enanka ebi ohwe no ho yade enka asat now ya enka ebi obetumi aba parliament no but ebi ababi owo no so any date ne doctor say no sihwe no no ntino ontumi mfiri ho ma na wasan akọ ene niema bebre enti you see wenum nyina ye other things bia ye kasa edu ba bia ye man ne mpanimfo no baso mo nhwe saa niema no emfa ma o man no na say obi ayare na eni assistance bia na saa niema wenu ye betumi edi nipa na afa na nipa na atena ha hwe no ho yare but ye no kasa yi no every DC so kopem president so obi ani ho na ba ko school wo Ghana enti biribi kura na okopem school ama ne ba kwan kura na gise ojaman no to ho no enam na akopem kwan ama ne ba ana say o de ne ba no ko ayaresa bia wo baabi mi ho asese nka ye haya bia ko betumi de ne ba no akọ hospital no ma ya hwe na say yetumi aya enti niema we nyina no ni ntira me bi say can we blame Adwoa Sarfo alone no nko anso na waye bia na we must blame ourselves. I say yankasa ye blame ye ho because ye niema na ye wo man no mu no emwa konkan emma oman no o sese no ahange ama parliament no niema bi asese ye no nipa ba akonti sese aka ho for how many months ni nke sese ye pass budget and sana yes 2022 by 2022 sese ye sima March na ye beko very soon no the first quarter beko na yentumi pass budget entibri ba na ye be pass budget no na ye sha asese ye be ye mpuntu djuma anase ye be ye bibi ewo man no so sometimes it's like we are playing with things that we needed not to play with niema bi ho ni se ye didi agro but ye to ho na ye didi agro I say ma me de me no entra so kakra bi na adakabren se no so kire ensemu pa I say he said the circumstances that led to her miscarriage was communicated to the appointing authority, but due to how women who go through such processes suffer psychologically trauma and all, her leave was extended. Enti the ochire nyina say emma omokosa situation mu no any trauma psychologically adwendwene mu any nipadua no mu kura no obi a wafa afuro ne sa ne ma na betoro no that person needed to be cancelled and treated very well. Enti enu bi na na make no because of say we don't have those mechanisms and sa ne ma no wo man no nti no she has to travel to another country. Enti eno na ede no call US no. Enti nyese bi osore preko ena okoye. Enti esese ofa sa anema ni nyina mu se be ya obetumi ade no ho. Now according to a statement no mo say as a gender minister she Adwoa Sarfo clash with Miss Gertrude Kweshiga over some issues surrounding the the school feeding program. Ms. Kweshi appointment was terminated by the minister, but was Adwoa Sarfo and one who wrote the letter of reinstatement in less than 24 hours after she terminated Ms. Kweshiga's appointment. The broadcaster asked on the Friday 23rd edition of his show. Everything the okay said okay Adwoa Sarfo before so say or be kono anasa anema we nyina so e koso no so reveal another issue say okwa Adwoa Sarfo ayi ma obehu say sa document no anasa letter no Adwoa Sarfo ewo ne page ho omo state say maame Gertrude Kweshiga no oye school feeding program omo program no omo director na so omo mpanimfo no bi no adwasafo the letter bi command no terminating appointment any enema bebre no de ye adatem say bia woni ma akọ ho be hu say letter ni nyina ewo ho na after say adwasafo take is a step no I say ye sano e ma 24 hours so sano every state ma me no enti hwa ono nso abo asafoforo so ewo ha that is some na de bebre. So according to Adakabre Frimpong Manson further indicated that one of Adwoa Sarfo's children, a boy who is currently in the States, had an issue with his knees, which made people, including the children, the child school authorities, keep calling her Adwoa Sarfo to complain about what the child is going through. Until the all council says secondly, and thirdly, Adwoa Sarfo ba honorable Canada Japan ewo monobako epira na epira we pira no I say teacher for no free Adwoa Sarfo say oba na afi obehwe akora no condition say until I say they keep on calling her until we say all responded to call no now attended to ne ba no so no kureni obi ani ho a parliament ho a bekasa ne ba biribi ato no a say oba oma enunti na me kire say sometimes no enema bi wo na nka oman no wo na nka ha na akora no wo a ebi nka hospital no ode no ko ntinka asati now no enka na instead so nka obetena baabi no nka obetena oman mu na afi sa na ema no atumi akoso. So can we blame Adwoa Sarfo? This is my question. Can we blame Adwoa Sarfo? Enti mami hu also adwenkyere e wo comment section ho. According to statement no say as a mother, the broadcaster said she needed to be around her child to take very good care of him because Adwoa Sarfo's son's nail issue required a surgery procedure. You see, into Adwoa Sarfo na nkasa no unya miscarriage as alleged or as suggested, stated in this document no. Ena ofri mu anso ena ne banso. And so free mu na ebia another situation, another problem be na otiman no mu a when ye na omaya this E-levy is not going to be passed. Said ye John Bodu eka ye no. Enu ntira waka say be ye pa na Adwoa Sarfo betuma ba oman Ghana mu na be ye din because the situation at hand no entumi njae ma me no ma because ono nso hwe ne ba ono ankasa ko hwe ne ho yare efiri ho no ne ba nso enya accident ne ba nso ehia so obehwe no enti onya no ho metena Ghana na eno asem sebe eno ye question back wo anka obeye sa na ma me hu adwenkyere e comment section se wonye sa de a eno de sese no hwan na sese ye blame no sese blame Adwoa Sarfo ana sese ye blame hwan ena sese ye blame no ena sese so se NPP fo anya sa nipa baako anka omo ho a at the end of the day no omuntumi pass budget no but you can say E-levy so me so me can be sa E-levy I say mo my Ghana mo say this initially took her Adwoa Sarfo to the US, but when the issue escalated that the child needed to undergo some surgery, it also prolonged her stay. Enti okoduru hono no mo say prana na just say no ko say enti no na eto aso ma ne tena watena ho ache no akoba no sa enti ye betumi ablame na de I can say adaka brefrem po manso echirichiri mu enso no according to Ghana web no afi they all can be so say but Adwoa Sarfo in all this came to Ghana, spent 2 weeks attending to her parliamentary duties because at the time the government needed the number to pass the budget, but she had to go back and take care of her sick son. And until or say, okay, sa 8 months time no cry ye kase Adwoa Sarfo edi free or mind Ghana muna. Naturally say actually na government pese or pass budget no ekoye allegation you say Adwoa Sarfo how be so only no according to this statement no actually say Adwoa Sarfo buy say ka be ya abai no betumi agina so pass aban no betumi agina so apase E-levy no ade sa na obi aka na ese budget amanfo so say E-levy said ye be yanka aban no betumi aye adwasafo ba ye betwa 2 weeks mo na che so obi nso absente ne ho at that time no ono so ntumi ama ye ntumi ampase budget no dia. Why are we now blaming adwasafo say you ono mumini ho no time ono so ba ye no who was absent at that time? Ya semu o man Ghana mu enti oso betwa 2 weeks ma eduru ba bi na se osan kotoa ne ba no ehwe no so e na osan call back esana ekotoa so say o hwe ne ba eno nti ye betumi abele na okay sa abre no adentira adwasafo nso ba ye no nipa a o sente no ho no ono so ya blame no say nipa ni nyina ba na won so wa ma adentira ye ntuma blame nipa na so at that time and is here and there. Okay. According to the statement, I said she went to seek permission from the President of the Republic and also inform the Chief of Staff about the situation, and the permission was granted for her to extend her leave. Adakabre Frempong Manson said. So according to this statement, Ghana Web, they say Adakabre Frempong Manson Echrimwa. Second time now, obi 2 weeks now, just after Sanakono. Okosiki permission from the President and the Chief of Staff. And the other interest is the Yebe say or no, and our course sa and Yemanina. Okay. Regarding Canada, Japan's allegation that Adwoa Sarfo wanted the job of Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin, Frempong Manson explained, as a deputy majority leader in the 7th Parliament, she was not communicated to that her position will be given to another MP. She only heard on the radio that Kwamena Afenyo Markins is the deputy leader. And you know now, deputy majority speaker now, I just have ewa abonten and ote and say ya jisa to me dino edi ama nipa foforo. Enti no omone na communicate omo anka hwe ya nkyere no omo na omo agi afide ne nsam eno nti ensam beba da bio ensam o say on the 120,000 Ghana cedis pay into her account, Adwoa Sarfo said, and according to Adakabre Frempong Manson ewo Ghana Web no echire mu a Adwoa Sarfo ebechire sa 120,000 Ghana cedis na yampa Canada Japan echire mu say Chief of Staff ede man no de koto Adwoa Sarfo Fidelity Bank account no mu no obechire mu de ntra sa sika no ebae any the reasons or saying Adwoa Sarfo said her son and the father, Kennedy Japan, were having a conversation on phone, and the boy prompted his father that his birthday was approaching. So the father promised to surprise him, which made him happy. And according to Kennedy Japan, and Adwoa Sarfo were mammy. And boy no friend ne papa e ka kire ne say ni birthday ya aduru so enti papa ne ka kire say o be surprise no enti e ma abofra ne nani je pa anti o say he Canada Japan then requested for the bank account number of the mother Adwoa Sarfo, and it was given to him. Truly, the Asin Central MP sent a gentleman to deposit the said amount into her Fidelity account. And the Adwoa Sarfo air can or say Abra Canada Japan ebano anything come over no catch and so be surprise no also ebisa ma na account and also the account no my and you also small obi e ma the sika bi ekoto Fidelity account and therefore no say sika na Kennedy e kan ye no Adwoa Sarfo side no it is alleged say wa confirm say sika no de e beto account na mum Canada Japan and the man eba and he said Canada Japan Castle chief of staff man this can be control hanu they said say enyadia no kresa the omunim Canada Japan and this akoma neba also she thought it was the birthday promise Canada Japan made to the son. I don't know what chili mono. And he already says, "Cannot the buy or the man ever say of a midi birthday 120,000 Ghana cedis." Wow. She did not question him because he Japan was rich and can do more than that. Little did he know that it will later on. She know that it was some money from the chief of staff as he can Japan alleged on Assassin Radio. And you say actually no the better say Canada Japan can Assassin Radio say chief of staff money this can be here and there their cotton account blah 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 already him say Canada Japan rich but to bet me to 120,000 Ghana cedis for a birthday. And the school fees in a chop money so he bet you say okay and the omankasa omo entemo asem I say she never knew the chief of staff was the source of the money and I just have to say no dey say chief of staff no na sikanura no na this sikanura because all she knew was a birthday present coming from a father, and to say the only name say a birthday presentation Kennedy Ayediama Neba. On February 17th, she completed all necessary arrangements and discussions with the finance minister. So she was preparing to come back into the country on February 23rd, only for her to hear her name on Assassin Radio being dragged and labeled a failure. This is Adwoa Sarfo's story. Adakabre from Paul Manson stressed. And the Adakabre from Paul Manson, according to Ghana Web on HSA. Now Adwoa Sarfo na dwene say, Kobesan aba back to Oman Ghana mu na afi wabeto ni dwuma di so. On the 23rd, I want to the Assassin Radio yes you were failing. Wafili kura enunti we statements Arakabre from Paul Manson on Ghana Web more HSA statement to him. Na me no akeka statement we ya dey me person me busa say Adwoa Sarfo esre kwan dia. Why do we blame her? I didn't try ye blame no because ye need purpose ntra or because before be seek permission na ya granted permission na dia man no ye who say e necessary nti say e necessary na ye nim say ade na o ye no so e ade a ye na bebo na ehia say esese okokoya. Then why do we drag her here and there? I didn't say ye twetwe no asere na abasa aha if you say you need the reason and the purpose intra or for I didn't chelebra comment section ho na you gonna say the jumadi no ete ewo so wa from we ni nsema ekoso ewo Ghana adwaman so ensem bebre enunti na brebi e ka say ye na bato a yeto wo man no mu any decision na nyema bi wo ho a ye no ano eden esese ye hwe na afi ye toto saa nyema ne nyina eyi na ye hwe de ebetumi asi ewo oman no
me de mu nyina mbekọ Ghana mama ko huna nado amamo wati onya wetre E-levy wo hono mo betua wati mukro
GH TV.
GH Libya TV era David TV GH ena ekabom edi jumadi ebreo sade ya hyehye no ana sade brebia yede ebreo no eno nti wonsaka na wahye edi amawunu na afi wama yehu adwenkyere ewo jumadi ni mu sade a etie esese ye blema Adwoa Sarfo ana se juma ayasemu mama hu adwenkyere ewo comment section ho na abra yedi jumadi nyina eba aweye na eroti se wonsaka na wonso wode ama wonua oman Ghana yi ebeye yi a eginawo eneme yenso